In the illustrious kingdom of Esa, Prince Ikenna was renowned for his breathtaking handsomeness, regal demeanor, and he was every girl's crush. Princesses prayed to be his queen, and young ladies worshipped the ground he worked. Unfortunately, he had exceedingly high standard for a life partner. Despite being introduced to countless eligible princesses from neighboring kingdoms, Prince Ikenna rejected each one with a laundry list of complaints, from physical imperfection to perceived character flaws. He often complained that the women are either too fat, slim, short, tall, or they have bulging eye, big nose, large ears, wide mouth, shovel teeth, pot belly, big head, yam leg, or small ass, and the list goes on. As fate would have it, an alliance was forged between Eza and the neighboring kingdom of Akoma through the betrothal of Prince Ikenna to the beautiful Princess Ada. It was a union meant to solidify peace and prosperity between the two kingdoms. Ada was known throughout the land for her kindness, intelligence, and unparalleled beauty. However, when the time came for Prince Ikenna to meet his betrothed, his arrogance clouded his judgment. Upon laying eyes on Princess Ada, he found fault with her, not in her character or demeanor, but in the size of her posterior and height. He complained of her small backside. In his shallow pride, he rejected her, much to the shock and dismay of both kingdoms. Princess Ada, devastated by the rejection, pleaded with Prince Ikenna to reconsider. She had dreamed of their union, built castle of hope and love in her mind, only to have them come crashing down at his callous words. Yet Prince Ikenna remained unmoved, blinded by his own vanity. Heartbroken and disillusioned, Prince Ada vowed never to marry another, for she was in love with Prince Ikenna. She withdrew from royal life, her days consumed by sorrow and longing for the love she had lost. Months turned into years without any hope of the prince ever getting married. The elders of Eza were less exasperated as Prince Ikenna dismissed princesses, even those with illustrious background and beauty that could rival the stars. The prince's obsession with finding the perfect woman became a source of gossip and concern within the kingdom. One day, as Prince Ikenna took a break from the royal affairs to fish by the tranquil river, he lamented to his guards,
"I fear I may never find a woman worthy of being my queen. They are all flawed in one way or another. I am perfect and I deserve perfection in return. I will never cut down my standard to accommodate any flawed woman."
Unbeknownst to him, two mermaid sisters, Awele and Soma, overheard his arrogant complaints. Awele, the younger and more malevolent of the two, saw an opportunity to wreak havoc among mortals. Soma, on the other hand, possessed a kind and compassionate heart. Awele whispered to her sister,
He desires perfection, and we can give him just that. I shall disguise myself as the perfect woman he seeks, and he will marry me, giving me the chance to feast on his delectable blood.
Soma, alarmed by her sister's sinister plan, tried to dissuade her. She felt compelled to prevent her sister's wicked intentions. In the dreams, she warned Prince Ikenna about the impending danger, but he didn't understand and never cared to. One day, as Prince Ikenna was fishing he spotted an ethereal beauty standing by the waters. Entranced by her radiant charm and flawless appearance, he approached her without a second thought.
Nne, you are the epitome of perfection, the goddess of beauty, the best of your kind. Give me the honor and be my queen, and that will be the best decision you have ever made.
Blinded by his desire for the ideal woman, Prince Ikenna married a seemingly flawless lady, unaware that he had fallen into Awele's trap. Little did he know he had married a mermaid who tested for mortal blood. As the enchantress turned queen, Awele ruled the kingdom with cruelty, turning it into a realm of fear and darkness. She reveled in the suffering of the innocent, indulging in their unstable appetite for blood. Under the mermaid's influence, Prince Ikenna's once noble heart turned cold and cruel. The once beloved prince now fed on the blood of his subjects. His body deformed, and his head grew horns by the day. Prince Ikenna transformed into a puppet king, and the kingdom plunged into despair. Villagers whispered about the curse that had befallen their land. In a desperate attempt to save their kingdom, the elders sought the aid of the benevolent deity, who told them their solution is in the river, that they should cry and sacrifice to the river goddess. They separated themselves into groups according to the numbers of the rivers in Ezza. They went every day crying and making sacrifices. One day, driven by love and compassion, the mermaid's sister Soma beseeched her mother, the queen of the river, for the power to break the curse that held Prince Ikenna. She was granted the strength and wisdom to confront Awele's darkness. Soma waged a fierce battle against the force of evil. With courage and determination, she vanquished the darkness that had enslaved Prince Ikenna. Soma's love for humanity triumphed over Awele's malevolence. Awele was defeated and banished to the depths of the ocean, where she could no longer harm the mortal realm. Yet, even as the curse was broken, the scars of Prince Ikenna's transformation remained. He was still haunted by the horror he had committed. His body broken by the dark magic that had once controlled him. Filled with shame and remorse, Prince Ikenna fled into the depths of the forest, his soul heavy with regret. But Princess Ada, on hearing what happened to the beloved prince, and still very much in love with him, left her kingdom and followed him into the forest. Her love a beacon of light in the darkness that surrounded him. Finding Prince Ikenna broken and battered, Princess Ada embraced him. Her love a balm to his wounded soul. She pleaded with him to return to the kingdom, to seek forgiveness and redemption for his sins. But Prince Ikenna, consumed by self-looting and despair, believed himself unworthy of forgiveness and her love. He begged Princess Adadiche to leave him to find happiness with another who was not tainted by his darkness. Yet, Princess Ada refused to abandon him. Her love unwavering and steadfast, she vowed to stand by his side, to help him find his way back to the light. So he agreed and went back and pleaded for mercy from his people and went on to marry Princess Ada. And so, on the night of their marriage, as they stood together beneath the stars, a miracle occurred. As they exchanged vows of love and devotion, the dark magic that had transformed Prince Ikenna's body began to fade away, replaced by the warm embrace of humanity. In the light of their love, the curse was broken, and Prince Ikenna was restored to his true form. No longer a slave to darkness, he stood tall and proud, his heart overflowing with gratitude and love for the mermaid, Soma, and the princess who had saved him. Prince Ikenna, now free from the spell, witnessed the kindness of Princess Ada. Grateful for her intervention, he recognized the true nature of perfection, not in the physical beauty or superficial qualities, but in the goodness of the heart. With newfound humility, Prince Ikenna vowed to be a With newfound humility, Prince Ikenna vowed to be a just and compassionate ruler, guided by the lessons learned from his misguided quest for perfection. The kingdom, once shrouded in darkness, flourished under his benevolent reign, and the tale of the mermaid sister became a cautionary legend about the danger of vanity and the true meaning of perfection.